know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Hello everybody, my name is Colin, and today I'm going to be doing my Game of Thrones trailer breakdown. So, like, subscribe, and let's break this trailer down. Alright, so our first shot, we see Arya covered in blood while she is running through the castle, and in a voiceover, we see her looking at the dragon glass, talking about how she's excited to meet Death for the first time, obviously referring to the White Walkers. A lot of people think that she could be the one to end up killing the Night King, which would ultimately kill the White Walkers. And the other shots are her actually running through the battlements, which would be in Episode 3. So, I think for the most part, this trailer only shows the first 3 episodes, and you're going to have a really big battle happen during Episode 3. Let's get a shot of Sir Davos looking like he's about to prepare for that big battle. And you also have a shot of Varys in the crypts. He's kind of cowering with the women and children, but I don't know, he might die since it's kind of a plot hole for the show right now. You also have Daenerys and Jon Snow arriving with the Unsullied. I think this is to show how threatening they can be and be like, yo, we take over now. And Sansa, I think there's going to be a little bit of a dynamic between her and Daenerys in the first episode. You have that shot of her looking at the dragon for the first time, and it's really amazing like how big the dragons are now, because they're even bigger now than they were in Season 7, and I can't wait to see how they play into the whole dynamic there. And you have a shot of Arya looking up at something incredible. It might be seeing Jon Snow for the first time. It might be a shot of a dragon in Winterfell, which we see later. Lots of shots of the dragon in this trailer. You also have another shot of the dragons when the Unsullied looks like they're coming for battle, maybe, or they're just arriving in Winterfell. We also have a shot of which looks like a boy, possibly Bran, and I think this is actually meant to be a callback to the first episode when Bran saw Robert arriving. All this time later, he is now seeing Daenerys' army arriving. There's going to be a lot of parallels to the first episode of this season and to episode 1. And you have that voiceover where Bran is talking to somebody. It's not really clear who he's talking to. I think it's probably Jon Snow, but there's also a good chance it could be Jaime. I think they'll have really good chemistry together in the first episode. Now, we also get a shot of Daenerys and Jon in the crypts, Jon looking like he's looking at a statue, and they're here talking. We also see a shot later of Daenerys arriving for Jon in the crypt, so this might be a planned secret meeting or something like that. Now, we did get a teaser a while back of Jon, Arya, and Sansa looking at statues themselves, which a lot of people saying would predict their deaths. I don't know about that, but it's possible the statue is Lyanna Stark after Jon's true parentage will be revealed. But I think there's also a really strong possibility that it could be Ned Stark, as Jon really is turning into a Ned Stark type of honorable character. He always looked up to his father in that way, and you definitely see a lot of parallels between him and Ned Stark. Like, the tree that Ned Stark went to in the very first episode is the one that Jon Snow is at now. So I feel like you're going to really see a leadership type of skill there. And this is also a parallel back to the first episode when Robert and Ned went to Lyanna's tomb, so I think that could also connect. We get a shot of 3 Greyjoy ships. This might be Theon going after Euron, or it might be Euron with the fleet. it's either or. Maybe it's Euron returning to King's Landing after. We also get a shot of Tormund, Beric, and Ed. They survived the wall falling down. I can't believe they actually survived it, because I was for sure that they were dead, but I guess they're alive. They're probably in Winterfell right now. We also get a shot of Gendry. I'm excited to see what they do with him this season, and he's not very good with a sword, which is why you later see him making a new hammer. So I'm really excited for what they're going to do with Gendry, as they probably won't kill him off. We also get a shot on a Greyjoy ship. They're going to get the Golden Company, and I think that's somebody from the Golden Company right there, since a lot of them have blonde hair. We also get a shot, more dragons in this trailer. Daenerys and Jon looking like they're about to ride the dragons, as we don't really see any soldiers around them, so, you know, two powerful leaders just walking around in the desert. It's kind of weird. We also get Daenerys, a shot where she looks like she got really bad news. It might be somebody's death, or maybe she just found out about Jon Snow's parentage. I wonder how their reactions are going to be to that. I think for the most part they'll be confused, but ultimately cool with it, because Jon Snow, like, always wanting that answer from his father, like from the very second episode. I think there's going to be kind of a bit of a dynamic, but we'll put that out of the way soon because they only have 6 episodes left. Tyrion, I think, will probably have a more crazy reaction to it. You know, you also have a shot of a dragon over the trees of Winterfell. Lots of dragons in this trailer. Yeah, we also get a shot of Cersei, and if you look close, you can see the mountain beside her. But the one ally that she used to have that isn't beside her now significantly is Jaime, who later says in the trailer that he fights for the North. So Cersei, she's really on her last legs, because nobody really likes her except for like her little minions, and that's it. So I really can't wait to see, like, how is she going to die? Is Jaime going to kill her? Will it be Arya? A lot of people think Euron could do it. We also get a shot of her drinking, which might indicate that her baby has either died of stillborn, or I had a theory back when Season 7 was happening that she lied to Jaime about the baby. It just seems kind of weird that she'd be drinking if she was having a baby. It's kind of hard to tell with her sometimes. I don't know, maybe she'll have the baby, but probably not. Let's get a shot of the Hound, looking like he's about to go out in a blaze of glory of some sorts. Now, this is, of course, a callback to the Blackwater episode where he said that he was afraid of fire, and he just fled the battle like that. I think he'll overcome his fear this time. We also get a shot of Arya looking like she's about to use a spear. This is during the big battle in episode 3. And then you have next shot, she's about to run from whoever threw a sword at her. Now, in our next shot, we have somebody picking up a sword in a very fast way. I think this is probably Jon Snow, as in a similar cinematography looking scene, he's rushing, carrying a sword, and I actually think it connects to this shot where a group of soldiers are running into a castle, possibly after the battle, a little bit of a retreat. Now, in our next shot, we see somebody about to stab somebody. A lot of people think this might be Jaime, but remember, Jaime had his right arm cut off. That's not his sword arm. So I actually think this might be the Hound, because the person's hair does look similar to the Hound's. So that might be the Mountain. Maybe we'll get a Clegane. We also have a shot of Grey Worm and Missandei consoling each other, possibly before a big battle. And in our next shot, we see Grey Worm looking like he's actually kind of going to die or something, looking like he's going to make a big sacrifice. You also see Jorah looking down, almost as if somebody just fell off a horse and he's going to pick somebody up. So, I don't know. Jorah, I think he's going to have a really interesting character arc this season. Really excited for that. And in that shot, we see a group of characters preparing for battle. You have Brienne and Podrick, but we actually see a sigil for both Targaryen and Starks. So I think that Jon and Daenerys, by this point, are completely house-formed together to fight for the throne. And you, of course, have that last shot where you see the White Walker's legs arriving in Winterfell, which is now technically Westeros, I guess. But in episode 3, I think somebody really big is going to die, guys. I'm so excited for Season 8. If you are, let me know in the comments. What are your theories for Season 8? I'm going to be doing so many more videos leading up to April 14th. I'm going to try to put out 5, maybe 10, but please hit that like button and make sure to turn on notifications for all my new Game of Thrones videos. I'm going to do theories, death predictions, and especially if we get another trailer breakdown. So please share this video with all your friends who watch Game of Thrones, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will hasta la vista.